Hey guys, how you doing? My name is John, Gamester81, and welcome to my Gamester81 in 3D channel. And in front of me, I have a bunch of recent games I picked up, and it's been a while since I've done a recent pickup video. And I use the term recent very loosely here in this video because these are actually games I've picked up probably within the last 2 to 3 months. So it's been a while. But let me start with some of my Nintendo games here. We got Mega Man. This is Mega Man 1 for the NES. I didn't have this before. I had the Mega Man on compilation disc. Obviously, I love this game. I love the series. A lot of people are big fans of it. I love the artwork, the old school Capcom artwork on it. That's awesome. Also got Battletoads. Paid $7 for this. Got this game exchange. You know, I played Battletoads before. This is it's a beat 'em up, super hard game. One of the hardest NES games there are. Actually, it's super challenging. Is Trade West made it, and I think Rare had something to do with Battletoads as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's an interesting game as well. I just picked up this game the other day. I haven't had time to play. I got this at the swap meet. I showed it in my previous video. This is Star Trek Next Generation for the Nintendo. I had this for the Game Gear. I have this for the Super Nintendo. I did not have this for the NES. So I'm a big fan of Star Trek. I'm really anxious to get that going there. Here's a game I picked up, Chubby Cherub. I've only played this briefly. I paid $10 for it. Probably too much, to be honest with you. Actually, no, you know, I paid $8 on it on the back. I think I got $1 off. But anyway, it's an okay game. It's a Bandai game. It's got an interesting cover. It's got this naked, you know, Cupid-looking guy here on the cover. It's kind of scary, to be honest with you. Got Volleyball. Paid $2 for this. This is one of the original NES games. I love the old artwork. Very fun game. If you guys like the game like tennis for the NES, sports games like that, baseball, this is definitely one to check out. This is Volleyball. A little bit more obscure, I think, than the other ones, but still nonetheless fun. Really excited to find these. These are the Quattro Adventure games by a company called Comerica, and they're 4-in-1 games. I paid $5 a piece for these. This one's a sports one. It's got soccer, baseball, tennis, and motocross in one. And there's a switch here, position switch. They're okay games. I think you're better off buying other sports games, but for $5 for 4 games, not bad. This one has got Boomerang Kid, Super Robin Hood, Treasure Island, Dizzy, and Linus Spacehead. I have not played this yet, so I'm going to plug this in and check it out. It looks interesting for sure, but I don't have very high hopes for it, to be honest with you. But for $5 for 4 games, you can't really go wrong. They're very unique, kind of unlicensed Nintendo games for sure. Dino Ricky, Adventures Dino Ricky, $5. I picked this up recently. Haven't had the opportunity to play it yet either. It's a top-down adventure game. We've got Worm here, or I'm sorry, Worm, W-U-R-M, Worm Journey, and this is a kind of a side-scroller game. I have not played this as well. I still need to go around to doing that. The other games I have played, Renegade. This is complete in box with manual and everything. $4. It's kind of like Double Dragon. It's very challenging. If you like Double Dragon, definitely check this out. This is a Taito game. I believe it's based on an arcade by Taito as well. And of course, Mario Brothers. I got this, and I got this at PAX East. I got it with complete in box, with manual, everything. Pretty good shape. I had this game before, but just to get it complete and safe, it's a pretty good deal. And I think I paid $20 for it. Not too bad. And that's Mario Brothers. And it's very classic. Obviously beating it, but still great to have in the collection complete. So that's good. I got a lot of box NES games. That's really cool. I picked up this game right here, Hercules, for the N64. Paid $10 for this. I believe I got it at Vintage Stock when I was there. And this is it's not a very good game. It's kind of RPG-ish. It's got open adventure world. Graphics are not the greatest. It's by Titus. It's a open world kind of game. I'm a big fan of Hercules, the TV show. Wasn't a big fan of this game, to be honest with you. Also picked up South Park Rally. This is like a racing game for the N64 based with South Park characters. I played a couple games on this, and it's just decent. It's definitely not your Super Mario Kart, but I'm a big fan of South Park. It is what it is. You know, if you're expecting Mario Kart, you're gonna be disappointed. But it is fun, and you know, it's got the characters and some cool voiceovers and all that. That's my N64 collection. Super Nintendo, I got Uniracers. Picked this up at the swap meet. With Jason Heine recommended getting this. I must say this is a pretty fun game. I really like it. Graphics are fun. A lot of mini stages. You're just going from A to point B. There's a whole bunch of obstacles, and it's a really, really fun game. I definitely recommend. I think I paid like $4 for this. Got it the other day. A couple Game Boy games. I picked up Killer Instinct for the Game Boy. $6 for this. And this is a really fun game as well. I'm a big fan of Killer Instinct game, but the port for Game Boy, just going to 8-bit, it's not that good. It's kind of grainy. You know, definitely you can tell the difference, but I think they did a pretty good job porting it to the Game Boy. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, but still a fun game for the Game Boy. Two games I did not own, believe it or not, for the Game Boy was Pokemon. I got Special Edition, the Pikachu, the yellow and the red. And I played the red a little bit. I really like Pokemon. I need to start going to the yellow. Never really was huge into Pokemon growing up. I know it was just a huge fad and still is. A lot of people are big fans of Pokemon. But you know what? It's a really fun RPG, and there's a lot of really cool characters. So I really enjoyed it. I'm probably maybe 3 hours into the red, and I like what I see so far. Once I'm done with this, we can move on to the yellow. But definitely Pokemon. Everyone knows it, but it's good to have these in a Game Boy collection for sure. F-16 Fighting Falcon for the Sega Master System. This is a card one. Only works on the Sega Master System Model 1. The Model 2 will not work because it doesn't have a card slot. But it's like almost like it's a first-person shooter, like flight simulator game, almost like Top Gun for the NES. But the graphics are not that great, and it's confusing as all hell as far as how to play. Because you know, I played for maybe 20 minutes, and it's super confusing. But it's really cool to have almost like a hue card for the TurboGrafx 16. I picked up Pit Stop. This is a ColecoVision cartridge, and I paid, I want to say like $4 for this. And this came with a box. I'm not sure if it has instructions or not. Let's find out. It does have instructions, which is great. So it's complete in box with instructions. Use of joystick. Coleco. Pit Stop is a fun racing game, top down, and you obviously make pit stops, and you're going from point A to point B. Almost like a pole position style game by Epix, and it is a really fun game, and I'm really happy to find this. It's almost very uniquely, look at the cartridge on that, it's a very unique design for a ColecoVision card. Speaking of racing games, here's Motocross for the 32X. It's a little sun faded, but again it's complete with box and manual. This is a really fun motocross first person racing game. Really good graphics for the 32X, actually one of the better games. I like this game a lot. Some classic Atari 2600 games I picked up, and also in box complete. These are the cartridges, so I can show you. Donkey Kong, I had this before, but I got this complete in box, which is awesome. The game's not a very good port to the Atari 2600, unfortunately. And here is Star Raiders. This is a really fun game as well, almost like a Star Wars-ish. They have vehicles look like TIE fighters in here, and X-Wings, and it's a really fun game for the Atari 2600, so I really enjoy that. Now here's some Genesis games I also picked up. This is Phantasy Star. Paid $13 for this. I had oh, I'm sorry. This is Final Fantasy Star 3, not Phantasy Star 1. This is Phantasy Star 3. Really love this series. Actually, the other two Phantasy Stars for the Genesis. I had not owned this one yet, and this is a really fun RPG game. It's RPG meets Star Wars, kind of futuristic Star Wars. So I really like this game. Maybe like 4 hours into this. I'm not too far into it, but it's a really, I like what I see so far. The story's really good. Also picked up EA Sports, FIFA Soccer International complete. It's pretty common to find Genesis cards in these clamshell anyway, because these just hold up over the years. But I love these soccer games, FIFA. Really fun, just kind of an interesting viewpoint as well for a soccer game. Last game I'm going to show you are games I picked up more for the PS2, Xbox On. I picked up this game recently, Pinball Hall of Fame, Gottlieb Collection. Really big fan of this. Big pinball fan. Paid $3. It says $4. Paid $3 for it at Swap Meet the other day. And I played it for about 2 hours the other day, and I really like it. Really great pinballs on there, machines, classic ones. There's 7 of them, like Ace High, Central Park, Big Shot, etc., so forth. And a lot of them are old. I wish kind of they had more modern Gottlieb games, at least from the 90s, 80s, whatever. But a lot of them are from the 60s and 70s and stuff like that. But really still a fun game. Picked up a while ago Super Mario All Stars, the Wii. Only Wii game I picked up in a while. I haven't opened it up yet, but this is you know, limited edition one, and it's basically Mario All Stars for the Wii. There's nothing really too special about it, except for it comes with a booklet. Dirt 2 for the 360. I really like this game. Really fun racing game. There's a lot of options, almost like a Gran Turismo meets dirt, you know, dirt racing. And it's fun. There's a lot of customizable things you can do to your car, and you can unlock cars and go to all over the world. I really like the first-person view in this racing game. It's a lot of fun. Borderlands, I picked this up a little while ago too. This is a fun kind of action RPG, first-person. Been playing it online with some friends. It's kind of challenging, and it's frustrating because I think if you're in an area, which we were, where you're not really high enough level up, anyway, it gets kind of frustrating. But Graphics are fun. I really like it, and it's a very unique, gameplay. So it's by 2K Games. I really like that. LA Noire. I'm just about finished with this game. On the 3rd disc, and it's fun, good storyline. It gets kind of repetitive, but I do like the storyline. The facial manipulations, whatever on the face features are awesome for it. But it does get kind of repetitive because you go to area and then you kind of race after someone. Someone runs off, you have to race after them. But it's pretty good. I really like this game overall. Sound is awesome and music's really cool. It's not like Grand Theft Auto where it's open world. I mean, you can drive around and stuff, but you can actually, it's more linear, I think. You can actually have your partner drive and stuff like that. You start to the movies. Picked this up a while ago too, and this actually is like karaoke for movies. It puts you into the movies. So there's scenes like from Jackass, Star Trek Next Generation, 300, The Terminator, Meet the Fockers, whatever. And it puts you into, you have to read the lines, and it actually uses, it's a Connect game. It puts you into the movie, and you can save it and upload it to Facebook, YouTube. Not YouTube, but Facebook and Twitter, all that. It's really fun, though. It's actually a really fun game. Great party game for a group game. Mortal Kombat, PS3. I could beat the story mode. I really like it. I haven't played too much online. I played a few times online. It's kind of laggy, but I do like the story mode. And if you're a big Mortal Kombat fan, this is definitely a game to check out because it goes back to the roots. Super gory, and it's definitely an adult graphic game. But I thought they really brought the Mortal Kombat roots back to this for sure. Power Gig, I bought this a little while ago too, and you know what? Not a big fan of this game. This is a game that was by 745. It's a group developer, and it's supposed to compete with Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and it has a six-string guitars, a whole gimmick for it. The whole gameplay is broken. It doesn't play very well, and it's a top-down. It doesn't scroll towards you. It's top-down. I would not recommend this game at all. I paid with a guitar like $20, so I didn't get too bad of a deal. But initially, it was like retailing for $180 or something like that. So it gives you an idea how popular it is now. Rock of the Dead, same thing. I paid $15 for this new, and this is use your Guitar Hero guitar or Rock Band guitar, and it's got voice acting by who else is it's Neil Patrick Harris and Felicia Day, and Rob Zombie does the music for it. And use the guitar as a weapon. Interesting gameplay and concept, but super confusing because there's multiple enemies coming at you, and you kind of get confused as far as who you have to kill first. But very kind of interesting concept, but Rock of the Dead, kind of poorly executed. Alan Wake, really like this game. I am on the 4th chapter right now, and I really like it. It's almost like a movie, chapters and stuff like that. And I like the gameplay where you use a flashlight and a gun. My only thing I don't like about it is there's times when you run out of ammo, or you run out of batteries, and it gets kind of frustrating. And it's a thriller game, but it's really cool. It's an Xbox 360 exclusive. You can get it for really cheap now. I really recommend it. I think it was in development for many years. MX 2002 for the Xbox original. This is really fun. Stunt motor dirt bike racing game. I got this in a lot when I got my Xbox, but I played it for a while, and I really like this. If you like Excite Bike stuff like that, but the graphics are really obviously updated. And then Tetris Worlds. If you're a big fan of Tetris, I picked this. This came in a lot as well by THQ, and I'm actually a really big fan of this one. This is a really fun Tetris game, the multiplayer, and it's really cool. Got really cool graphics and sounds. Last game I want to show you is Arctic Thunder. This is a Midway port from arcade. It's like Hydro Thunder, but on ice and snowmobiling, and it's a really fun game. This also came in the same lot. But anyway, these are my most recent pickup, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you subscribing, and we'll see you soon. Take care.